Really thinking out yesterday at the facility. Absolutely. Some of these. Here you go. This was beautiful. Look at this. These are some of the nice. If you keep seeing the end of it. Okay, we're here. T&W Customs. Check out.
Explore the oceans for new species of corals and discover my own species of corals. Have you really?
Diver Man. What is going on, Reef Fam? March here, Fragbox TV. Another year, and we are back at Reefapalooza. Hi, Colin. This is part of the reason why I coming here. Hello. Is meeting people, saying hi to you guys, saying hi to Colin, two little fishies, all the people in the industry. I don't know how we're gonna do this video. I haven't decided yet. Okay, I just decided. Oh my God, look at these. This has to be some of the nicest collection of clams that I've ever seen before. Colors, patterns, just incredible. This is Clam Mania. I really like these clam holders. We have some in the shop, but not like these. These look a lot more natural than the ceramic ones that we have. I love it. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. It's called, is it called Hephium? Hephium. Very different. Immediately catches your eye because it's not blue, it's not black, it's all white, and it's super cute. Like, look at this. Chaise Lounge, Purchase. Really thinking outside the box when it comes to frag racks. I absolutely love these. Look at that. I like anything that's different. What the heck is this? Butterfly shrimp feeder. 3 for $20. That can't be right. These are quite clever too. Look at these egg crate risers. If you want to hold a piece of egg crate higher up. Looks like it's all being 3D printed. They even brought the machine. Pro Aquatics, I don't think they need any introduction. If they do, we did an entire video yesterday at their facility. Really impressed. Super healthy clownfish. Every single pattern, color you can imagine. Dotty backs, they have trevallies, they got good look down jacks. And I'm proud to say that it's one of the only fish that we sell in the shop at Fragbox. One more time.
All right, show me the love.
Ta-da! So I found something kind of funky here. Now, bear with me. I'll explain why. It's not the most exciting coral, and I have a couple cabbage corals back at the shop, but I've never seen them quite so polypy. Look at this. The way it's extending, I had to actually ask and confirm that it is a cabbage coral because it's just really unique in a very subtle way, and I think it would take someone with true appreciation for just strange corals to pick this up. And if they're still here at the end of these 2 days, I'm gonna take one home with me for sure. These also became like super rare overnight with mass bleaching in the ocean. This is the Florida Recordia, and I would gobble these up right away if I was a hobbyist because it can take 4 or 5 years before we see them start to recover. This is like just a staple in the hobby. Everyone took for granted. They were cheap, they were plentiful, they were everywhere in every color you could imagine. And now, at least for us in Canada, extremely rare and highly valuable, highly sought after. This guy has been around since 1855. Okay, not that long, but when I started in the hobby about 20 years ago, I was buying zoanthids from him. Zoanthids.com. Great name. I wonder what that's worth if someone wanted to buy the name. But when it comes to zoas, he's actually expanded into almost everything. If you're looking for bounce mushrooms, lobos, ultra-rhodactis, when I first started buying from here, it was strictly zoanthids. But now it's just a really nice array of ultra, premium, whatever you want to call it, whatever words you want to use to describe it. Really nice stuff, and you won't be disappointed. When did you get an app?
Oh, probably about a year ago.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So how does it work? Does it ID it? ID corals or something?
No, not yet.
Oh.
We want to do that someday.
Well, check that out. Zoanthids.com live. That's pretty cool, man. Also messing up your banner. Hold on, let me fix this. This is absolutely stunning.
I think it's only be about 9-10 years.
Brap.
Adams had a piece of it too.
So nice. That is just a really special piece. I would not have the cojones to bring my mother colony to a show just to show it off like that, but I can appreciate you're a bigger man than I am. He has the chutzpah. Remember, if you guys find me at the show, I'm giving away Vitalis fish food. If you've never tried it, it's the only fish food that we feed in the shop. I love this stuff. I have a pocket full of this. You come up to the show, you find me, you're gonna get a free one of these. Jellyfish art. These things are too cool. Forget a lava lamp. You need one of these in your life. We're gonna rename Soflo Rubio. I know that's his name for a long time. It's gonna be called Acantho Rubio now. That's it. We're filing for an official name change because this is absolutely stunning. Crazy. Why would you send your kids to college when you could just come here and spend your life savings? You know, this, if you spend it, you're gonna be happy. You send them to college, you don't know what that little one's gonna do. It might not be a good investment. I promise this will be a good one. This is beyond master. We need the next word. Don't use rainbow, forget ultra, forget master. We're gonna come up with a new term to describe the colors that are being experienced by my eyeballs when I look at this scolie. this? Employment application. I'm gonna fill one of these out. I need a job, actually. Aquaroche. Some of the most beautiful and unique aquascapes out there, made in France. I've always been interested in carrying them, but I am terrified of shipping something like this. But really, really cool that the way they've done these, it's all handmade so that you can place corals beautifully on them. I gotta show you this. One, let me show you, boom, Pectinia, perfect. But over here, hiding in the corner, if you didn't know what you're looking at, you would think maybe that is the biggest Acanthostrea I've ever seen. Or maybe even Bauer Banki. But you would be wrong on both accounts, because this is actually a quite uncommon, I would even say maybe rare species of LPS we only get from one part of Australia, and it's called the Wilsoni. So I found it here at Coral Explorers. I tried maybe 10 years ago to frag one, and it did not work. It ended very, very poorly, and I killed the coral. But he's telling me now it can be done. You just gotta cut along the ridge. You've gotta cut along the lines of the mouth, the same way you would do an acan, and you end up with these big, chunky, beautiful orange frags. Ah, that is the one. BRSTV. I want this mug so badly. Honey, can you steal this for me? Grab it and run. Not the sticker, the mug, the mug. The mug, woman.
I thought you were the stickers.
No, the mug. What's in the box? We are here with my mate Yorkshire Reefer from Leeds.
Terrible.
That's terrible? That's how you sound to me.
You sound like Paul Hughes.
Where is Paul Hughes? Where is that lovely wank? Like this, look at that. Hold on, let me show him the sticker. Yorkshire Reefer. He actually just set up a reef casa tide to go alongside his beautiful Red Sea aquarium, so check him out. You can see him on YouTube. You can also find his beautiful face all over the socials. You come to these shows, you spend your hard-earned cash, you drag your poor woman around with you all day. You know, at least buy her some earrings, make her happy. It's not all about you. Look at these, how cute are them? Oh my goodness, clownfish, mandarins, stingrays. We're at Ocean Inspirations. This is such a genius idea. It's really important to read, kids. This is not for your tank, even though it says bounce sauce. This is for us. This is hot sauce. Found the Hughes. This is pretty cool. I love, love, love new hardware. I love innovation. I love when the hobby moves forward, and MaxSpec has a new array of lights. I know nothing about them, but that's part of the fun in coming here, is learning about them, what makes them different. How are you going to compete with a Radion? Because that's really what you're doing when you come to something like this. Dziękuję. We are with the Polacks here at... Oh, dzień dobry. I have to brush up on my Polish with the boys from Poland, and they have so many cool foods that we do not have in Canada, and I am dying to get these to try all of them. We've covered these guys before. Almost every single show when I see them, I have to give them a shout out, because they make, in my opinion, some of the nicest, some custom acrylic, frag tanks, this kind of stuff on the market today. I'm gonna remember, it's okay, we'll give it to you anyways. Here you go.
Yes, y'all.
You're supposed to say, show me the love. Show me the love. You. He said, I can't understand his accent, but I love that guy. Super sexy, super clean, but I think more importantly, look at this. Not a lot of companies can say this today. They're all made in the USA. ATO reservoirs, custom work, filter fleece rollers, lunareef.com. You guys know me. I love that free stuff, and these guys are giving out, hold on, let me just steal a couple here. Come and find them. Free ICP. What? If you guys don't know what this is, very, very sophisticated way of testing your water. You get a multi-point analysis of a lot of things you couldn't normally test. I highly recommend this to people that are struggling. If you have maybe corals dying, or if you want to do it just out of curiosity, you want to fine-tune, you want to really get into dosing elements, look for ICP, and they're giving away free ones today. So we have the boys from Nios, the brothers and the founders, showing us their new Nios skimmer. The pump can now be used and controlled off of Mobius. The colors change on the inside to indicate different things. You can control that. And a really cool feature is it can auto-detect if something is blocking. Let's say it sucked in a snail into the pump. It'll know that it's clogged. It'll stop, it'll push water out to try and clear it so that it can resume normal function. It's absolutely genius. I don't know how many times I had to open a skimmer. It's not working, you can hear it crunching, something's gotten in there. This will hopefully be able to get that out and keep it working normally. Oh, look at this, beautiful. We're at Kila Arts. She has the most incredible, hand-drawn, hand-painted, glow-in-the-dark. You want a cuttlefish, Yashigobi, you want custom work, you want her to anything, and just really, really, really nice stuff. If you've ever seen at the front of our store, as soon as you walk in, this is the same artist here. That's it. We lost Snake Lady. Uh-oh.
You spotted something.
That's it. She's done for the rest of the video.
That's it.
That is. This is so unusual, but I love it. This is like reverse floating frag plugs. I love
Yeah,
these.
no, hang on, I'm going to fix some.
Like a balloon of coral. Look at the GSP. These are some of the nicest strawberry mushrooms I've ever seen. Usually we see more yellow. These are more on the orange and red side. And just beginning, we just see the small formations of little bounces starting on them. 10 hours later. Can I see it? This camera is so cool. It's got a camera on a camera. What am I even looking at? This is serious, man. I want that. It's so cool. This guy knows the way to my heart. You know, some people say food is the way to a man's heart. No, for March it's free stuff. Oh yeah! These are very nice anemones here. These are the Chicago, California sun buttlickers. One of my absolute favorites. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I can't keep up with the names. And you shouldn't either. You know what? Just buy what you like. Buy for color. Forget about the price. Price doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call them. But these are actually really nice, perfect bubble tips. Sometimes, you know, they can get a little stringy. Like that one there. I don't really know why they do it. I think it might be flow. But this is just a beautiful example of everything bubble tips have to offer you guys. These are actually, I'm at Blue Water Reef Aquatics, and what he's telling me is they actually all split from the same one. So how do you get the differences in colors? So out of the corner of my eye, I'm greeted and caught, look at this, some forest fire digitata, but not just any forest fire. Pretty easy coral to keep, doesn't grow super fast for me, I don't know why. People trade it in all the time, but these guys are getting the absolute perfect textbook color of forest fire. This is what we want. The purple blue base and then that stunning green, that tip. It's just incredible. The way it contrasts against the orange, this is it. This is 10 out of 10. Perfect color when it comes to that coral, and really easy to keep. If you're looking to keep a hard coral SPS, you want to venture in, digitata, really forgiving, merciful. This is definitely the one for you. Fritz Aquatics. Now, we only sell right now, currently in the shop, one product from these guys, but it is one of the best when it comes to cycling a tank. It's the Turbo Start. I don't know if there's anything that's faster or safer if you want to get that cycle over quickly. You actually keep this stuff in the fridge. It is a really good product. I've used it before. It's endorsed by us, so if you're looking for a quick cycle, Turbo Start by Fritz, you can find it at our shop. I'm sure you can find it at just about any shop. These guys have been around for, 40 years? Maybe longer than that. They've invented some of the products that 1978. If you keep seeing me hand out the free food around the show, it is this one right here. PSA corals. No trip is complete a wrap without coming to see what is cooking in these tanks, because they have some of the nicest LPS corals. Usually the Ghanies, out of this world. They don't disappoint this time. Mushrooms, I don't remember seeing these last time, is incredible, but really what caught my eye are these orange blastomusa, probably Merletti. What is most surprising is they don't have a ridiculous name. So if you buy, once they come up with them, the price is gonna go up by 65%. So I'd highly recommend buying now before they become a common trade name. These are just crazy. Color, size, look at the polyps on them, but really the color. I've never really seen a blastomusa quite in that contrast with the purple against the orange. Everything else in here is absolutely stunning, but that's got to be my favorite piece. And I know that by the end of Sunday, by the end of the show, none of those are going to be left here. If you know what you're looking for, make sure you grab one of those. Get out. Love it. Pretty cool. I like this. Made by Adaptive Reef. If you guys didn't know, actually Canadian brand, made in Canada, but they do these really cool boards, custom displays for your Neptune. This little 15-gallon is really tricked out. You know, there's so much equipment going on this little thing. Radion, but then you even have the blades hanging off the side. Really nice little display they've done over here at Neptune. And this is something we've sold quite a few, but I've had no experience. I gotta set one up. It's the Trident NNP. It'll automatically test your nitrates and your phosphates. This one over here will do your calcium, alkalinity, magnesium. They kind of look like an iron. It's a little bit of a funny shape, but invaluable piece of equipment. Not cheap, but if you want to stop testing by hand and let it just automate and do it for you, keep an eye on your tank all the time. Look for those Trident devices. There's got to be one of the biggest, we call them beanbag humas. What do these go by? What name? Yeah, just incredible humas.
Bro, that little
Stunning,
little,
but
micro.
this size is really what draws you in. This one is pretty cool too because it's splitting. You got the double mount there happening in the center.
All over it.
Just absolutely
The Wilsoni
beautiful
was nice
specimen.
too.
I'm not going to ask because I'm a little bit afraid. I don't want to know the price. You know what? I just want to enjoy it. I want to have this moment alone with the coral. The price is going to ruin it, you know, and it's not going to be. It's going to be more than $10. I'm just going to say that 100% more than $10. So I'm just gonna let it be. Aqua FX, these guys are right here in Orlando, Winter Park. I don't know why they call it Winter Park because it is very warm down here, but anyways, this is what we use for our RODI in the shop. I've been using it for well over 10 years. If you want a 4-stage, 5-stage, you want custom, you want 7-stage, 9-stage, you're looking for a commercial setup, there really is no better than this. I really like it because you can hook it up direct to the apex. I plug it into the EB832. I can turn it on and off with the float switch. It's, in my opinion, it really is the best. It isn't the cheapest, but when you want high quality water, you want RODI, look no further than Aqua FX. I'm telling you guys, I can keep at least 2 in the shop in stock at all times. If you're ever looking for one, forget the inexpensive, forget the BRS ones, just go with the best, and you won't be disappointed with these for sure. Really nice example of a splice that we found. It's not the millipora, this is a staghorn version. We called it the which? Splice. GC Rainbow Splice. We're at Aqua Ops. A little Nexus bubble tip hiding over here. Oh, sorry, you're trying to show me that. Yeah, really nice piece. Okay, I gotta show you this beautiful bounce mushroom that we found here. Ah, tricked you. Not a mushroom, it's actually a chalice. It actually fooled me and someone had to correct me, and it's so freaking cool. Those vesicles. I gotta show you this because I absolutely love these guys. Anytime that anyone is thinking outside of the box, getting creative. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
You know, just different, wild, strange thinking that you don't see anywhere else. Like there's a freaking turtle here escaped out of rock. We have a hammerhead. It looks like a great white over there. It's just different. It's fun. It's quirky. It's something you're not going to see anywhere else. And it's a lot. It's just really makes me happy to see. There go the lights for some reason. Anyways, it's Chandler Rocks. We're here with Jason Fox. I don't think he needs introduction. He's been in here in the hobby for a very, very long time. Oh, and this weird little coral here, calling it the sideline lepto. It's just unusual. It's very funky that you got that perfect blue and green split down the middle. But the species is just really, really nice. And this is the kind of weird stuff that I'm looking for. Beautiful blue hydnophora. Almost looks like a galaxia. Kind of similar, but with ridges on it. I'm into art. I'm digging these. Okay, we're here at the Macro Lady, and I gotta say, this is probably one of the coolest, also one of the most unusual. Immediately draws you in because Starbucks coffee. I'm just kidding. It's white. It's not blue. We don't have that Windex looks. It looks very different than every other booth here. And this is really, I think, up and coming. You see a lot of this stuff on Instagram. It's macroalgae. It's simple. It's natural. Anemones and clownfish. It's ultra minimal and really easy. I don't know what kind of macro this is. It's almost like a red halinata next to some codium, but I'm absolutely in love with it. A little tank, probably like 2 gallons, 3 at most, not even that, with a little built-in filter. I'm gonna definitely learn some more about what she's got going on here, but it's one of the busier booths because again, it's different. It's you know, tall cylinder aquariums, little bowl aquariums, stuff that you see on Instagram all the time, and really, really growing in popularity. I think things that kind of take like a freshwater aspect and then make this fusion with saltwater. We're seeing this become more and more popular, definitely in the industry. What do you think about the Blu-ray?
Best light on the market.
Best light, big claim, but this is coming from Colin Ford here, Coral Morphologic. If you don't know who he is, go back and see the video we shot. Absolutely incredible collection of coral.
Find me a light that you can dunk underwater.
Okay.
It'll work. You want
Waterproof.
waterproof.
No fans.
You can spray it down. You can wipe the bottom really easily. You can clean off the lens super easy with just like some
Italian made, I think, right?
Italian made.
That definitely helps.
Yep, sexy.
Can't say enough good things
efficient.
about them. Yeah, all good features.
I'm lighting my tubs, 4x6 foot tubs with three fixtures, where I was using 6 radios.
Wow, so half the fixtures. Price point's about the same, right?
A little bit more expensive than the Radion, but it'll pay for itself over time by using less of them and less electricity.
And this guy's got literally thousands and thousands of corals that he has back. I wanted to say shop. No, it's not a shop. but it's not. It is a warehouse.
Coral Museum.
It's the Coral Museum, where nothing is for sale. But here at the show today, you can buy some of the stuff. And if I was a hobbyist that was buying stuff, I would be all over these Duncans.
That's the dream catcher.
Oh my God, just that subtle difference of that almost black purple ring across the mouth and the size and health. Usually Duncan, we don't see much variation. You might get a little bit of blue on the tentacles. You might get a little bit, but not like the contrast we're seeing in these ones. Absolutely stunning. I actually can't get over these. If you said, March, you're gonna go and see so many corals, thousands and thousands, you're gonna take home a Duncan, I would say you're a liar. This is another piece that blew my mind the first time I saw it, because I went around for about 5 years telling the world you can only find branching Cyphastrea in red. That's what I told everyone. I was wrong, because Colin here has a version that isn't red. We find this kind of blue-green branching one. It's absolutely stunning. Such
super unique branching Cyphastrea.
very, very unique. It's like when I first saw it, I had to rub my eyes because I thought I was imagining, you know, just a crazy, crazy piece. All these different macros. I'm in heaven right now. Looks like some Ogo, maybe some cactus Caulerpa over here. Oh.
Yep, that is cactus.
Oh
This
my
one,
God.
Yeah.
I never get these anymore. So nice. Even just simple things like perfect examples of, like, I think we call this toadstool Caulerpa. I don't know if this is Halimeda over to the right.
Rice mosa, or yeah, it's a type of rice mosa.
Just perfect, and such an unusual way to display it in this vase. He would say vase, in a vase, but
Vase.
a vase.
Vase.
Either, well, however you say it, it's just stunning.
Hey.
Loving this blasto here, not because the color, which is outstanding, just perfect contrast of the yellow against the red, but the size, because typically when you score something like this that is like a really cherry piece, it's gonna get chopped up into little itty bitty pieces. And as we see the continued, I'm gonna call it the fragification of the hobby. You know, everything just gets smaller and smaller and smaller, more expensive. It's nice to find a full colony. I think we forget sometimes that these things are not solid, like blastos don't occur as one polyp, or acan as one polyp. They're large living organisms, and it's the only one that I've seen here today that's more than one piece, and it's a really, really just perfect example. I love that yellow contrast. T&W Customs, check out this. You know, I wanted to say pico, but this is beyond pico. We are on the micro of micro scales. I think it's less than a liter. How much water volume in this?
40 fluid ounces.
So cool how much they have going on. It's got more corals than some people have in their nano reefs. It even has a little itty bitty sump going on underneath it for filtration. What a cool little tank. We're about the connection. Danny's Aquarium meets VCA. I am the bridge. Antonio here at VCA actually makes the random flow generator for us. I'm really proud to work with this guy. I like the way he those are too many words. I like the way his brain works. He's just awesome, man. He's always on the ball, and we're working on some cool, really exciting new products to show you guys in 2025. And it's just awesome, man. There you go, buddy.
Yes.
You're the top, right?
Yeah.
glass cages.
Absolutely love these starfish, but I found out unfortunately not 100% reef safe. These are the biscuit stars. They're so beautiful, and you can say goodbye to most of your acans if you want to keep them. I want to show you here. You guys want to hear March swear on the channel? You like when I start screaming and swearing and ranting? This product will do it like no other. I had somebody come up to me yesterday and say, March, why you throw the reef flare in the garbage? Go back and watch the video. You'll see why it's in the dumpster on fire. Oh, Dory.
Yeah, because we just brought it in.
That's because it hasn't been sold. You know what's more impressive than that?
Well,
These
you know-
St. Thomas mushrooms.
They're
Wow.
not St. Thomas. They're
Really?
flamethrowers.
Flamethrower St. Thomas?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
The corn
They are?
flamethrower.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, St. Thomas, but flamethrower. Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of right.
You kind of.
Yeah, but no.
I really like this. Immediately, like I said many times, if it's not Windexy and blue and ultra bright corals, you're going to attract my attention. The parade is here. How alive the rock is. So they're selling live rock, everything in the tank, $400. And also, are you selling the saltwater itself in a bucket? That's great. So you're getting all that good microbiome, all the bacteria that you want, denitrifying, all of it that you want for your tank. So cool, so alive. This is stuff that you're not going to get with dry Marco rock. You're not going to get some of those Love-hate relationship with Hydros. Love the products, but they're not ready to sell us the Maven, guys. Let me go behind the scenes. Maybe I can get some stories. They said, March, we love you, man, but it's not ready. These guys are like, I like to think of them as the strippers of the aquarium world. They come here, they tease it, they're like, look what you could do. Alkalinity, nitrate, phosphate, yeah, show us your wave. Woo! Not ready yet, but I kind of like that they're taking the time, because when you're going to release a flagship product like this, we don't want recalls. We're going to give you our money, we're going to go to work, we're going to give you those hard-earned dollars, and then we want this thing to work. So it's better that they take their time, have the production ready. You know, we don't want them to release it and then say, oh, we ran out of nitrates, we ran out of reagents. I'm not saying anyone else has done that, hint, hint, wink, wink, but we're all very excited, and it's getting the hype going. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe this is just a big hype play. Just keep showing it off. No, he's over here shaking his head in the corner. I can't say enough good things about Hydros. I'm definitely a fanboy. I'm very late to the party. Just started using it this year, but I got one at home. I got one in the shop. And if you're looking for a controller, definitely look into these. Definitely gets our stamp of approval. Okay, this is pretty cool. I didn't know this about the Maven. It's a standalone product. You don't have to have a Hydros controller. I'm not saying you shouldn't have one. I'm a big believer. Get a minnow, get something. It's a great ecosystem. But if you don't, if you want to just attach this to a tank and you don't want to invest into, you know, setting up a whole new controller, it's standalone. You get alk, nitrate, phosphate, calcium, magnesium. One other thing I really like is this. The reagents are on the outside. You're not fiddling with the tray. You don't have to take out the whole unit. You can mount them. Let's say you want to put them over here, a little bit further away, and you can actually see the levels on the side. They've really done a lot of thinking with the unit, and I'm excited to get my hands on one and try it in the shop. I'm not sponsored by these guys. I should be, but I'm not. I'm not making anything, okay? If I say it on the channel, you guys know that I'm always very honest. I have no problem saying it's a piece of junk. If I don't like it, it's gonna end up in the dumpster with the Reefapalooza Pro. They can be buddies out there, but I'm really impressed with what they're doing so far. One more time, pull that piece out. That's slick. I like that. It's beautiful, man. Usually I do. I would be over here. This is my Zoa section. This is where I get horny.
Do you know what those are called?
Yodas.
Yodas.
Yeah, those are Yodas.
What are those called?
Rainbow incinerators.
Rainbow incinerators. So now you know them.
More importantly is this hiding in the corner that is honestly probably not going to sell between now and the end of the show, because people don't know what they're looking for. This is a Montipora paloensis. So underrated. Beautiful, like textbook color. We have gold. It gets a really nice pink rim, red polyp, and the pattern, the structure. This is a piece I would seriously consider taking home. It's a Lua Illumagic. We have one running over the farm in the shop. I think one of the coolest things is these are really easy to swap out if you ever need to. And what they offer that no one, as far as I know, no one else offers, these are lifetime warranty on the lenses. If you ever have a problem, swap them right out, change them, and also on the LED, so you don't have to worry. And it's just cool to see something that isn't a Radion. You know, I like competition. I like when it keeps them on their toes. It feels really well built. I did a video unboxing and review on it. The app is super simple, and you guys know that if I don't like something, I really have no problem to tell you. This definitely gets approved. And if you want more information on it, or you want to see them really in action, because ours is in the basement of the shop, so you don't really get to see it. You have to check out Danny's aquarium. He's got a bunch of them running over his paludarium. The tank is absolutely stunning. Again, that's the X4. If you don't want plastic lenses melt, you can actually turn it up to what they're rated to, and you don't have to worry about stuff like that. Look at this little colony. I'm afraid whenever it says ask, to me that says it's out of your budget.
You know what?
It's not happening. Do you have on you a little razor blade so I can just frag ahead on my own? You have something? I'm gonna cut it. You're not kidding? You got one?
Oh yeah, I got one right here. Yeah, not for that though.
I don't know why, but this plate coral is so satisfying. Just like the perfect little colorful dome. Right above it, this little twin. I'm only here for the chocolate, don't worry. I don't know what these little eggs are, I'm just kidding. This is Hannah. Needs no introduction. If you're tired of doing color changing by hand with tritation, I do love Aquaforce test kits. I do love Salifer test kits. But if you're a little bit colorblind like me, and you want an actual number, you don't want to leave it up to chance, these are the ones for you. Ammonia, calcium, magnesium, copper, nitrate, alkalinity. I only use the phosphorus, ultra low parts per billion. I think they make 3 or 4 of them, but any of the ones you go with, really good, especially this one. I would say this is a staple for us in the store. I can't tell you how many reagents we sell. Again, they're called Hannah Instruments. They've been around forever, these cute little colorful eggs, and you can really take your testing of your aquarium stuff to the next level. What did you say it was called, Julian? Blastomussa which?
Blastomussa loye.
I would have called this a Merletti, but this is why you...
From Kenya.
Very cool. Kenya?
Yes.
I didn't know we were getting any corals out of Africa.
Well, I didn't know until recently.
Show me
I saw that and was like, wait a minute, that's Blastomussa loye.
Here we go. This is why we keep you around. Okay, we have the scooper. So because it's acrylic, it's like invisible to them.
Exactly. So what happens is the fish will go into it in some cases, like similar to this.
Yeah, that's nice. Instead of taking it out of the water, stay submerged. If you're catching maybe a filefish or foxface, they always get stuck. Yeah, rabbitfish.
Get stuck right in there.
It's quite smart. Check it out. Reefapalooza from Polyp Lab. This stuff's been around forever, and maybe you didn't know that one of the world's most popular coral foods is actually Canadian. Made in Canada. Phil Gilbert here, good friend of mine. Awesome stuff. If you haven't already tried it, your corals will go crazy, and I absolutely love the name.
So you're the man.
I'm the man.
And then Taruka says a lot of good things about you. Do I stop him? Do I stop him? Tackle him?
Yeah. Tackle him. No, don't tackle him. I'm gonna follow him with the smell.
The Windy City. What a beautiful anemone. Just perfect. Even more yellow than that.
You should have seen it when we got it out the back. It's needing a little bit more flow, but we turned on the flow for the mushroom, so.
See.
Just don't put your fingers in his mouth, that's all.
I don't know how you could take a fish.
Oh, I got a shot. Hello.
It is, and the
Look at
color
that
was
beautiful
so
fishy. Check this out. We're at Julian Sprung's booth, two little fishies. And this is a really clever, very niche. You know, and this is not something for every single hobbyist, but if you're ever trying to remove heavy metals from your water, they have a product on the market already called Metazorb. What this is Metazorb in a reactor. When you would use this is if you're trying to remove some serious contaminants like heavy metals. In my case, in the shop, copper. I have some copper contamination in one tank. Instead of using a little pouch in an area high flow, you'd put this in their Phospan 550 reactor. I have a feeling that this would also work in a standard 10-inch RODI reactor, and it goes under the same name. It's Metazorb High Capacity Metal Absorption Cartridge. So if you're ever trying to reduce... Anyway, sorry, it got cut out. It is a very, very cool product, and I am going to take one back with me, set up on the tank, and hopefully reduce some of the copper contaminants I'm dealing with in the water. The service. Look at the service. Hello, Royal Caribe. Here you go. Guys, we're here with Aqua Illumination and the new Edge 44 HD. I ran in the shop for about 5 years, the 32s on the display tank. So when you came in the store, the first thing you would see would be that 90-gallon Peninsula, and I really, really love the light. For me, one of the biggest selling features with it was the app. Everything just always connected seamlessly, and the same thing goes with these. I absolutely love these. We got 4 of them running in the shop right now in our LPS tank. You could give that to a child and a phone, and they are going to figure it out. It's really, really user-friendly, and it's seamless. I always find it. I always connect it. If I want to reset it, it just gives me no trouble at all. That can't be said for all the apps out there, and it did great. It growed corals. It did an awesome job. Now we have the new 44 Edge, and they're telling me it's like a blade on steroids. Is that what you said? Like a beefier version. Sorry, we're not referencing drugs in this video. 2 major changes on it are the solar ring in the middle, and also the Edge optics. It just looks mean. It looks sleek. It looks well built. It's passively cooled. Really, really revolutionary design over the 32. So I ran the 26s for a long time. I even ran the Hydras and the Souls before that, but I might be going back too far for some of the kids that are watching out there. They've been around for a long time, and it's one of my preferred brands of LEDs for sure. I really like what you did there, the way you tilted it. That's nice. It's really, really sleek, and I'm just looking for an excuse somewhere in the store to set one up and play with it. But if you're looking for flow, again, Orbits. I got 4 of the Orbit 4s running. I love that cross flow kind of pattern. I love how wide it is. I'm a really, really big fan of these. And it uses the same app. It's all within the same network. It's going to work off the same app on your phone. That's the My AI app. But if you want, for some reason, you could also control them off the Mobius. ATI Straton? Straton. I think, I'm just going to say it, the sexiest looking light on the market. It looks like they took an iPad Pro or Air and they said, let's stick some LEDs to it. It's so thin. I don't understand how they're able to cool it, but they are so elegant, so beautiful, simple, clean. Aesthetics are important to you for setting up a reef tank. You should really consider this light. We have somebody locally, Carl, with his 400-gallon SPS Dominator. He switched recently from Radions to these and couldn't be happier. You can go back and watch that video, or even if you check out Shali Cafe in South Korea. We covered them in Seoul when we were there last year. They're running a pair of these. Actually, no, they're running 4 of them over one of their tanks, and the stuff just looks absolutely incredible. Aquarium that we can't get in Canada. This is the very elusive unicorn Nios Opus G2. Absolutely stunning. I love the stand. I love that it doesn't look like anyone out there, and I love these hinges. I know it's something kind of strange to geek out over, but they are very German. They are over-engineered. These are the best. They just, you can feel the quality when you see it, the glass work, the silicone work. It really is a beautiful aquarium. I had the pleasure of having dinner last night with the owners. Oh, let me just close that door there. We went out for some Cuban food, and they told me the reason why we don't have them in Canada yet, they are such an overwhelming success. They're in their domestic market, that in Germany, that it's consuming most of the sales. So we haven't actually seen any in Canada, and maybe not even the US, but they are coming soon. So if you're looking for an alternative, you know, to the water box, to the Red Sea, you want something different. Maybe you want all the water to stay inside your aquarium. Look for these, Niosa. And the model is Opus. I just want to show you the overflow, how sleek it is, how simple. So you guys always hear me say on the channel, do not change your brand of salt. Whatever you're using, if it works, just stick with it. I have done the opposite. Don't listen to me. I've changed salts after many years of using reef crystals. I've switched over to Nios Pure, and I couldn't be happier. I like that each batch is ATI batch controlled with an ICP test, and you can actually get the values here: calcium, alkalinity, magnesium, potassium. So you can find it in our store. You can find it in most shops. You can give it a shot. It's the Nios Pure Salt. Trying my best also to leave this booth because there's a lot of other stuff to see. But then every time I get close to the exit, something new catches my eye because these guys are always, they're on the ball, they're thinking. So this is some new stuff. We have some reef cement. You want to hear March tries German? Riefenscheischen Scheschenbickenbreckelnecker, right? 2 different colors of reef putty, and then a whole array of new reef foods, pods, and I really like this. So they're telling me that this is shelf stable liquid mysis concentrate. So maybe you're tired of using frozen food. They've managed to put it in a bottle that you can keep out of the fridge, and it is not going to expire. It's not going to go bad. As well, Artemia, gold pods. We're probably not going to get these in Canada because our country is difficult to bring foods into. I'm not going to get into the politics of foods in the aquarium industry, but look out for them if you don't live in Canada. Okay, I got to get out of here because I'm going to spend all day just talking about Nios. The guys there tell me, oh, thank you so much, March, for, you know, giving us positive feedback and review on the channel. It's easy for me when I like the brand, when I use the products, when I carry them in the shop. It's easy for me to talk about it and promote it because it's the stuff that I use even at home. You know, you'll see that stuff on my shelves. If I'm not into it, it is hard for me to fake it. I really don't give a damn about making anyone happy or giving free publicity away. I'm here more to just share my love and passion for the brands that make this hobby possible. Okay, I want to talk about this skimmer, but I'm going to wait for the owner to come by. We might even do a single video review on this thing because these guys have reinvented the wheel when it comes to skimming. Let's see if we can find Seren. He came all the way from Poland. I spy a Salem. Hey, what's going on? This is the brand new Reef Builder's model of a videographer. His name is a Salem. It's the 2025 model, and I think he's a really fast-growing, rising star in the industry. And
it's not. New release, no undershirt, as you see. I'm rocking it bare here.
Looking fly,
if
man.
the light's right, you can probably see my abs, which are not there.
This has got to be the nicest example of the GMKs that I've seen at this entire show. I am in a toxic relationship with the zoanthid because I love it so much, but she doesn't love me back. I get it to about this size, maybe like 15 polyps, and then I look at the wrong way and it's gone. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I keep trying again and again, and I will keep trying because that's how toxic relationships work. I'm not ready to break up with her, but it's just such an elusive piece for me and just stunning. There's really nothing else like it that even comes close to it with color and pattern. You're not going to confuse it with anything else out there.
Yes, they're starting
Call the engineers.
Slowly, soft start.
In love with this white LED display tank here and these yellow polyps. These yellow zoanthids, so nostalgic for me. I remember keeping these a very, very long time ago. Super underappreciated coral. You get these long stems, long skirts on the end. They are a zoanthid, but just unlike any other one out there. They look a little weedy, but I really love them. And hiding in the back, I find some yellow Fiji leather, quite rare. But these are something you really need white light to appreciate. That's why he's running them so white, because if you throw them under that Windex blue Radion kind of look, they're just going to blend into the rest of the rock. You won't be able to appreciate how nice they really are. What, they don't have tape guns in Dubai? You never used a tape gun before, huh? Hey, look, it's Ryan, Mr. BRS. That's cool. That's it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm very tired. 2 days of recording. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. I hope we got to meet and you got some giveaways. And that's it. I guess we'll see you back here on the next episode of Fragbox TV. Maybe at Reefapalooza, New York. Who knows? Bye for now. Throw March in the trunk. Look, they got me to help them load it. They only put one raffle to win this beautiful custom glass stages aquarium. More impressive than that, you can put a 4-foot tank in a Ford Focus. There you go.